Hey guys, remember the bears that are out there that like to short sell stocks are always going to have a narrative of why stocks should go down. It goes along with the fear, guys. There will always be that because we have people buying stocks and we have people shorting stocks, okay? So here's what people are probably going to say. There's two things that could happen. One, people are going to say, oh, 50 basis points, that means we're going into a recession. Powell is behind, and that's why he's doing 2 cuts instead of 1, right, in one meeting. That's what you're going to hear. So be ready for it, guys. But if you listen to Powell's speech and even the Q&A, guys, everything is good in the economy. He said that, okay? So it literally was as perfect of a speech in Q&A as you can imagine. That's how I interpreted it. So I believe stocks will climb a wall of worry if people are still worried about a recession. Stocks will eventually overcome that, okay? Now there's the other side where people could say, oh, they're reinflating, not right? Inflation could go back up because they're cutting too much and it's going to make our economy too strong, right? So you're going to hear that side of the story. So always remember, this is how the stock market works. There will always be something analysts will talk about, economists, right? Because they need that or else they won't have a job, right? And they need something to put fear to keep you coming back and listening, okay? So be aware of that clickbait, guys. But just know, if you listen to what Powell said, the economy is holding up. The jobs market is holding up. He said that, okay? The consumer. And so this is a perfect situation, guys, where the interest rate sensitive stocks, especially ones relating to AI like Upstart, are going to catch a lift. So there's always going to be something to throw you off your game, though. So remember that. But those are the two narratives you may hear. And I just want to give you the heads up with that. It's going to come down to the jobless claims tomorrow. So here's what's going to happen. If it comes in line with expectations, that would be ideal. But let's say it comes in and there's 2 or way more jobs lost than expected, a lot more people losing their jobs, for example, then that's going to make it seem like a recession. A lot of people will stick to that camp and say, oh, recession for sure. And that could scare people out of the stock market. Then let's say, or the other situation is, let's say initial jobless claims come in and there are less people losing their jobs than expected. Then people are going to say, okay, the economy's too hot. They cut by too much, reinflation, okay? So you got to see, no matter what happens, if we don't thread the needle, if we don't come in line or close to that, the market is going to have a reaction to possibly sell stocks at first. And that's where we'll be ready with cash available to buy on the dip. Like I said, you can deploy some today, which we did, okay? But you want to have some more in case the market is irrational, which it can be for longer than we can remain solvent, as they say. So that's where, like I said, have cash available, and we're going to take advantage of these opportunities, guys.